Hello and welcome again into another video. Today's video we'll talk about the Spring Cup. I'm sure it's Spring Cup. Am I correct? Yes, it's Spring Cup. It's the theme cup that we will have for the next 2 weeks. It's an Open Great League format, as you all can see, and they did change the ban list. So be aware, because Niantic, Scopely doesn't. I don't know about Scopely, but Niantic in the past doesn't change the, even if they change the ban list, when the cup goes live, it would still have the old ban list. As an example, the last time we had Spring Cup, Mantine was banned. But this time, it's supposed to be Jumpluff, Toxapex, and Roserade. Those 3 are banned. And to be honest, the best thing they did is banning those 2 here. Jumpluff, not so much, because there are some good counters to the Jumpluff. But yeah, it's actually good that they did ban the Roserade. I believe it or not, Roserade would have been actually insane in this cup. And I do remember last time we had this cup, I had an insane win rate because everyone was using Obama Snow and Pelipper and like Among Us and Tropius, and I was using Roserade, and man, I had like 23-2 run or something, and literally like my team, the team I was using, became the meta. Now some people are like, yes, your teams are always the meta. No, my friend, I've been slacking recently. I don't play the game as much, but hey, we do still make videos for you to help you out in climbing. So Spring Cup, only water, grass, and fairy Pokemons are allowed. So I have divided the Pokemons into 3 different categories: grass, fairy, and water. If we take a look at PvP ranking, Galarian Weezing Shadow is number 1. Galarian Weezing Non-Shadow is number 1. Galarian Weezing Shadow is number 2. I do think that the Shadow is actually better. Followed by Ferrothorn, Lapras. Why Ferrothorn? Because it does beat Weezing and Lapras. And it beats Tenta, and it beats almost Obama. Klefki matchup is so scuffed. Among Us, Klefki, and Meanwhile, those 3 Pokemons have Astonish, so you run Astonish on them. You could run Fairy Wind, but I think there is, why would you run Fairy Wind when Astonish does neutral to all of these stuff? So in the grass category, the best grass Pokemon on PvPoke is Ferrothorn. I do think that Among Us is the safest. Obama Snow is the best offensive one, but Obama Snow takes super effective from those stuff, like those 2. As an example, this one gives Obama Snow a very hard time. Pretty much everything gives Obama Snow tough time. I mean, Obama Snow can always out in neutral stuff, but that's why I think Among Us is the better grass Pokemon. So if you need to use a grass Pokemon, I think that Among Us is probably the best, because it does beat this. I mean, it loses to Obama, but it's actually playable. It's not a bad matchup. If you swap Among Us, they counter swap with Obama. If they boomer swapped, you actually have a chance to flip that. Venusaur used to be the best in this cup, but I mean, Venusaur got power creep. The power creep was just too much for Venusaur to handle. Venusaur now needs a 35 energy move to come back to the meta. So the period is arguably usable, but in the fairy category, which is the scariest category, we have 4 Pokemons, 5 Pokemons you need to be aware of. Number 1, Weezing. If you have the Shadow, it's better. Klefki with Astonish is actually a problematic Pokemon. So I do believe that Klefki will be the best core breaker. So if you don't know what to run, Klefki is your choice. Now, if you don't have a Klefki, I do think that I have lots of them because I went to Go Fest in New York last year. So I'm not sure. I actually don't have a good one. I just have lots of them. But basically, you could run Mawile, non-Shadow Mawile, and literally same as Klefki. I think Klefki has Foul Play. What is Klefki? I think it has Foul Play. Let me check PvPoke. Where's Klefki? Yes, Klefki has Foul Play and a Play Rough. And as far as the water type, Lapras is just the best. Lapras is insane. It has Psywave, and Psywave does super effective to Weezing, which is the most common Pokemon, and it does super effective to Among Us, which is going to be the 2nd safest Pokemon. So again, I do think that Klefki is the best Pokemon here, followed by Lapras. Weezing is too good. This thing is too good. This thing is too good. Shadow Ninetale with Powder Snow isn't bad, but it's not ideal. Something to mention, like Spark Lantern is not a bad Pokemon. Tentacruel is actually a good safe swap. And if you're planning to use Weezing, I do recommend using Weezing with Tenta. You use Tenta to bait out the Lapras, and then you can, I don't know, farm down the Lapras later with like something like Klefki, something that does resist Psywave, because Psywave is just too oppressive of a fast move. Now we talked about the Pokemons. Let's just talk about the top meta teams. As you guys see, I always do something like top 3 PvPok. So the top 3 PvPok team, which is actually a good team. Galarian Weezing, Ferrothorn, Lapras. This is a solid team, just a very meta team. You have coverage into everything. So I recommend that you need Overheat in this cup, and I do I do think that it's actually you cannot go wrong with Weezing in this cup. Yeah, I mean Overheat, one-shot Ferrothorn, Brutal Swing, you know, like give you more spammability option, and you can use Brutal Swing into Tentacruel, stuff like that. But I think Overheat is just kind of the better option here. For Lapras, you need Ice Beam, Sparkling, Aria, and Psywave. So now this is like the basic meta team. Now, if you are someone who runs anti-meta stuff, I do recommend using Serperior and Jellicent, or Among Us and Jellicent. Okay, let's go back. Let's bring back the Among Us. Among Us and Jellicent. So what does this team do? This team just hard countered this team. Like Among Us, because it has Astonish, which is a ghost fast move. It has Foul Play. So just hit Ferrothorn for the neutral while Take it resisted. Jellicent destroys Lapras because you resist every charge move that Lapras has while you do neutral back. So I would say this is a solid team, but is this the team I will be running? No. What I will be running is Lapras with a Klefki and Among Us. Why? This is like the best of 3 neutral Pokemons, to be honest. They are very neutral and they do hit everything in this cup, so why not? There is another form of this team, which is you just replace Among Us with Mawile. And again, you still run Astonish here. With Mawile, it's more like a hard-hitting version. With this one, you could also do Shadow Among Us. I know that people have Shadow Among Us. Remember, like all these times you were complaining about getting Shadow Among Us? You could use it now. You could also replace Klefki with Shadow Among Us. If you don't have a Klefki, you could use Among Us here. Now, if we want to think out of the box and use something that people might not expect, that's why we have a Pokemon like Carbink. What does Carbink do? Well, what Carbink does, it does super effective to Lapras, and it resists some of the charge moves from Weezing, especially the Overheat, and Sludge is neutral, and you can out-bulk them, and you just like rock throw them down. Tentacruel is something that you need to be aware of. The team is low-key weak to Lapras, but each of these Pokemons can hit Lapras with like a neutral or with a super effective move, or at least a neutral move. Like this thing has Grass Knot if you want. It has Foul Play and Grass Knot, or you could run Sludge. It's up to you. So I think it has a Sludge Bomb. Let me double check. Where is Among Us? Yeah, it has a Sludge Bomb, not Sludge. We need a Sludge. Sludge is the OP move. Sludge Bomb used to be the best move, the better one, but now Sludge is way, way better. So yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know about Spring Cup. I tried to keep it short because I don't think there is that much stuff to talk about in this cup, because I don't want to give you like quantity of teams where like you will be struggling to remember which team you should be running. I was like, okay, these are the good Pokemons. You guys, these are some good teams, and go figure it out. Honestly, this is my go-to team. This is going to be my go-to team. So appreciate everyone making some time to watch this video. Thanks so much for watching. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to subscribe. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day, night, or whatever you're having. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.